Everybody, welcome to another edition of American Car Classics radio program. I am Kenny Schofield, and with me is Todd Byron.
That's right.
Nobody else is here because they're not here, so we're just going to talk about us today. So we hope you all have had an amazing week.
Okay, it's over.
Was that the hour?
Yeah. I'm joking.
So we do hope everybody's had a good week. We've had a week. I'm not going to say good or bad. We've had a week. You had a good week or a bad week?
Yesterday was a little hard, but today was a good day.
Yeah, today's the 23rd, so I hope everybody went out and voted during your primaries and all that, because it's important to make sure that your voice is heard and heard legally. So
and hopefully your vote counted.
Hopefully. You never know. You never know. We were trying to set up earlier today, and we had a couple beers that we opened up, and then I spilled mine all over my paperwork, so now I'm going to read the stuff. So if I start talking about something and all of a sudden I go, it's because my paper was messed up by a beer. Not that I'm messed up by a beer. I'm a lightweight, but I haven't even drank all of it yet. So just stay tuned, and we'll see how that goes. Maybe there's more beer in our future.
Maybe.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So ask me how my week was.
How was your week, dude?
It was all right, man. It was all right.
Yeah, what'd you do Monday?
I worked.
Yesterday.
Yeah. Oh, my mom was going to go in for some surgery, and then they called it off for a second time because my mom has this stuff called white coat syndrome. She's afraid of doctors. So her blood pressure could be 120, 115 all day long. She goes into the hospital, it's 206. And then it goes to 215. Then they start saying, oh, we don't like this. It goes to 230. So by the time they call and say, hey, the surgery's not going to happen, it's 265. She's about to have a heart attack and die, so they're not going to do the surgery. And she just wants a couple stints in her legs to be able to walk better and stuff. So that's how my Monday was.
Wow.
My Sunday was interesting. And, I saw you guys for breakfast Saturday morning. That was cool.
Yeah. Yeah, man.
Yeah.
Breakfast
So I'm working every day and doing my thing and whatever. And sorry, there's an earthquake going on here in California. Yeah.
They've got some killer cameras.
This is where we need to be like Wayne's, where we do dude, we're in the coast, man. We're on the surf, and now we're chased by lions, and the green screen in the back or something would have been cool.
Yeah, that would have been.
I'm getting looks at
totally
from your wife.
That's out of budget.
Yeah.
It definitely is out of budget, brother. So speaking of budgets, if you'd like to donate to this show, seriously,
you can call.
Yeah, seriously, we do have an email address, AmericanCarClassics@yahoo.com. So if you feel like writing us sometime and telling us that your life is better or worse than ours, I may pass it off to somebody that might read it, because I'm dyslexic and I don't like doing this enough as it is. Our phone number is 321-584-1048, 1048.
Yep.
Yeah, that's our hotline. So you can call it. We want to answer it.
You can text it.
You can text it.
That's right.
Spam does. Spam does a lot.
Oh, yeah, I know.
Spam. Are you kidding me? That's so beautiful.
Yeah, spam, I think, tried to get a hold of me like 4 times today.
What do they want to tell you? What's the most common thing that you hear? You don't even hit. You don't even
car warranty.
Yeah, warranty. Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah. I think we're getting.
I play right along with them.
I've been getting some government solicitation for election stuff. I've been getting a little bit of that.
They text me that stuff.
Oh, do they? Yeah. I don't. Yeah, so they don't want to disturb you, but they don't give a crap about me. They're going to disturb me and just make it like part of that, and that's how that's going to be.
Right.
So, so that's the week in review with us, huh? Cars, was there a lot of? Oh, hey, we had our fans on. That was a lot of noise, wasn't it?
Yeah.
Behind the boards today are Phil Russo and Kevin Kress.
Yep.
We like to say thank you to them. And Julie Byron, she didn't have headphones on, so she can't. Well, she can hear because I'm talking out loud, but I'm not.
But she did see that the fans were on.
Yeah, that's pretty.
The fan was on.
Yeah, it was loud. It sounded like an airplane in here. We just weren't thinking about, because we can't hear shit with the headphones on, so we were just talking to ourselves.
Yeah, and right now we're in my garage and it's summertime, so it's a little warm.
Yeah, and Steve Sharman is going to show up. That's going to be awesome. He's going to join us. He looks like he's full of energy and ready to talk about a lot of stuff because he hasn't been here for a month. It's going to be awesome, right?
Yeah, we're glad to see that Steve's here.
It's my first smile of the day from him.
And,
my daughter Ashley's here. She's off camera. We're not going to get her on camera because she's shy as crap. And her boyfriend, Dustin, is here. I almost said his name wrong, but I talked to Justin earlier, so don't get mad if I say that. Plus, I don't drink a lot, so I had a drink.
And he doesn't have any creases in them shoes.
We're just, Steve's going to get situated here, and we're going to try to keep talking about stuff. So while we're doing all this, and I'll move my own table so that we don't spill the beer this time. And anyway, so
sorry about that, Bill.
So
beat up.
At the beginning of the next segment, we're going to go ahead and talk about the zoo that Tiana and I went to do the interviews there with Matt and Laura, and we're going to watch this video that we recorded and stuff. These are the people that donated a classic Chevelle to the Mecum Auctions for charity for the Brevard County Zoo. So we'll be tuned in with that and do something too. Steve's going to come sit in the middle of us like a big huggy bear. I love that.
What's up, big boy?
I always sit next to Todd. Now I'm going to sit next to Steve, so that's cool.
Glad to see you.
Getting intimate here.
Yep. So Steve Lovelace, how you been, buddy?
Your mic's dead.
Yeah, they got to unmute you there.
Yeah.
Is that better?
Yeah.
They're like the government. They're trying to stifle your voice, man.
What's up, fellas?
Woo! Everybody, Steve Charbonneau.
Been a day, let me tell you, man.
Yeah.
Well, we're already past the segment where we talked about each other's lives, so you'll have to tell them next week if you're here.
Did I get the good stuff?
What life are you talking about? We were talking about your life, man.
My phone.
Yeah.
I looked at my phone before we went on and started doing this stuff here, and if they air any bit of the beginning of the show for 55 seconds, I did that obnoxious "I'm stuck" and laughed and just laughed, and I couldn't do anything else, but I laughed.
Yeah, I could use a good laugh today.
Well, then somebody play that first 55 seconds back for Steve because
I'm walking in the showroom to close up, and I walk in, and I'm like, it's like someone dumped a cold beer in my head. I was like, what the heck was that? The AC unit, the tray rotted out and went through the whole floor. So there's water dripping from the light fixtures as I'm walking in trying to close up.
Now, is that a landlord issue? Or is that in your contract to take care of that stuff?
I only got days left, so it doesn't matter.
So basically it doesn't matter. And that's what we're going to go
I took care
with.
of it for my landlord, and I put a repair in the tray because I do like my landlord. He's a good dude. He's been nice to us.
He's been good, right?
So I made it work. I got a drain pan going. Everything's good.
I have this giant I have a giant roll of foil, and I would have just traded that bitch out. So that's what I would have done.
I took one of our big, the oil drain bucket, the trays, put one of them, put it in a 5-gallon bucket, took a hose, PCV piped it out the door. Good to go. So
All right.
Tomorrow I can go ahead and finish the rest.
Okay.
Yeah, and then you're like fix cars by day and AC in the afternoon, huh?
It's been a week.
Well, it's got an old unit on it and everything else. And so Steve is the owner of Treasure Coast Automotive for the next week.
Probably about 10 days.
Then we're going to see a life change go on.
Sure.
Things are going to happen, and you're going to come work for me for a day or two, help me out.
Sure. I'll sub myself out.
Yeah. Yeah. Now, you did send me a text about something you were getting in the hoe. You want to explain that?
My Tahoe.
Oh, okay. I thought, because I texted back something about Aaron. That's his girlfriend. Sorry.
One thing you got to just mention, anything to Kenny, his brain goes right to the gutter.
Yeah.
It's this far away typically anyway.
That's way
I
too
say
far
I write
away.
parody songs. I love to write parody songs, but all of them are of a sexual nature.
He says it's that far away. It's like this far away.
Yeah, that's what I'm thinking.
Yeah. A cockroach could jump it.
Really?
Yeah.
Probably step across it.
That's right.
Yeah, I'm in for a big life change, and I can't wait. Finally.
Yeah.
It's look, man. If we're talking about it because I remember, Todd. There was shows back in the day that you come in, you go, yep, 84 days, 52 days, 37 days, 18 days tomorrow, and I'm like,
Yep.
and that's when your
I should be less than
non-compete clause wore out, and you were able to
Do new cars.
do new right.
I regret it.
So tell the 4 people that are watching, what's going on with you.
That's easy. I can talk about anything. Treasure Coast Automotive is going up for public auction coming soon. I don't have an exact date, but we will after the 1st.
And this is because you had a business partner and things, he just was, stupid. And we won't say, too much about him. But, if I saw him, I'd kick his ass because I think he's a turd. So,
I try not to every day. But
yeah. I love you for it. I think I call you Job because if anybody reads the Bible, then they know that Job had patience, a long, long ability of patience. I'm not Job.
I think he wore the patience out for the rest of my life almost.
I think so too, man. I think so too. But don't go home and kick your mom's cat or any of your cats. And what about mama and the baby? You got cats at the shop. You got cats
That's
at
probably
home.
your release. A home meal.
Yeah.
That's like me coming home to our animals. You know?
Right. Well, you've got a cat. He can kick across the room. You kick a sheep, you're going to hurt your foot.
Nope, I love my cats. Wouldn't do
Yeah,
that.
I wouldn't.
But
And
no,
he loves his sheep, man.
I'm going to bring the little mama and Buddy to the house, and I'm going to have a fleet of cats. I'm going to be like Todd and Julie, just got all cats though. I don't have a variety of animals, just cats. I'll have 9 when they get home.
Do you have cat houses, little stations and things that they all?
Yep.
Does one on one floor and the other one on the next, and they like bap at each other and say, "Get off my ledge" and shit?
Yeah, it all depends. Who wants to play? What is that? King of the Hill.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah, that's boom hour.
Yeah, that's right.
That's what it is. But I can't leave him behind. So I mean, she's been with me almost 12 years.
Yeah.
Wow.
So
Yeah. Longer than Aaron.
yeah.
Wow.
Wow.
It's crazy.
All right. All right. Well, look, we're going to cut out of here for a second. We'll be right back. Right, Phil?
Wheel.
All right. Welcome back, everybody. We hope that you enjoyed that little break that you probably didn't even notice. I'm Kenny Schofield, and with me is Steve Charbonneau and Todd Byron, and we're the American Car Classics radio program. We hope that everybody's doing well. Right now, I'm looking at my phone, so don't try to look around the screen protector. So we're going to do a little segment, and we're going to do some results from last week. We had Bring a Trailer on, little game that we play, and that'll be pointless to try and look for a picture because I take 10,000 of them. So last week, Steve, you weren't here. Mike was. And last week, Todd, we took a bid on a 63 Impala SS.
Yep.
It was a nice car. It was in one family for 37 years. We have a little picture of it. And we took bids on it to see who would be where and what. I guessed 37,000. Mike guessed 30, and Todd was right in the middle at 32.
Do I get a guess?
No, because it's already closed and done, and you probably watched this so much that you probably already know what it is.
No, I'm not bringing a trailer.
All right, well then guess what it is. Guess what it brought for.
49.5.
Well, did you already see the numbers on the front of my paper and all this? Because you got good eyes, maybe.
That car didn't go over.
It sold for $51,000.
No kidding.
51. We were so close to last time. Yeah.
I looked at that thing, and it had like a day to go, and it was only. I was actually like, that dang Mike is going to get this again.
I got the first time. I got the first one. I hit it right on, and he was low, but you were over. But
yeah,
51. So I watched it too because I started to pay attention to it, and it didn't. It just popped up.
Yeah, it had
How
to
ridiculous.
move quick.
That's the next upcoming car.
The Impalas,
Well, those years.
the 63.
The 60.
Yep.
Yeah.
If you look at the 60s Impalas and all that stuff, they're actually starting to go way up. A couple years ago, if you got 25 for that car, you were damn lucky.
Wow.
But the last 2 years, that car's going up. The 66 Novas are going up. Look at the Chevelles. The 70 Chevelles have like.
Oh,
the
crazy.
The 69s are always the goddess.
yeah.
Now the 70 Chevelles are way above.
And the 70 Chevelle is the car to try to find and buy, and a true survivor or something that's got but they are the rare ones now. In a couple years ago, it was the Hugger Orange Camaro that was banging right up on top. Still, I saw one last year that brought $199,000 in an auction, a '69 Hugger Orange, but it was bad and everything else, But still, that's just ridiculous. So $51,000. So not that we're keeping points or anything, but I won again. So I'm two for the two that we've done. So Todd and Mike and Steve, you have zeros, but you haven't been here in your defense. But you're still getting zeros.
Well, someone's got to be the loser, and I guess you don't have to be you, so I get stuck with the zeros.
Well, and so
Kenny, he's a wiener.
I try to, and I am. I've been told by everybody that knows me and has dated me. It sucks.
Oh, geez.
So let's go into where I have this one here. So I'm looking for paper. So I have this one here. And this is a no reserve Camaro convertible, 1969 model. It's a 5-speed manual Tremec transmission. It has a 355 cubic inch Chevy small block, and with, like I said, the 5-speed manual transmission. The seller's only owned it for a couple of years, but he's done a 12 posi. He's done so much work to it, LED lighting and everything else.
So you don't bring a trailer at all.
62.5.
That's what you're going to guess? The auction ends Wednesday. We're recording Tuesday the 23rd.
So it
right
ends
now.
tomorrow?
No, so it ends yeah.
Yeah, Wednesday.
You're doing math that fast, man. I'm not right.
Yeah.
So we're gonna put down Steve. We're gonna put down Kenny, and we're gonna put down
Hey,
Todd.
Todd, you're doing math that fast. We're talking about days.
I know, but it was out because a day is 24
Which
hours.
is one.
Don't tell me.
Jesus.
One day.
What did you say? 62?
I think
62.5.
there's 4 more on that hand.
Oh,
One.
you're going to get him all confused. He's going to be done.
Todd, what's the figure?
I'm gonna say that car will go.
I'm gonna say 59.
Convertibles are hard, though, because sometimes people don't want the convertibles.
Yeah, I'm gonna say
some people
59
do.
even. Okay.
As my friend Tom says.
It's a lot of car, man. It's a lot of car. It's got a hell of a stereo system in it. It's got custom interior.
What'd you say? 62?
He said 62.5. I said 59.
I'm gonna go.
Don't go 62.6. That would be mean. This is just like
I'm
feels like your
gonna
price
go
right.
there,
You're gonna
I think that car will go for 64.
be, he's cutting you off, Steve.
This is going to be close.
Yeah.
Well, he's gonna be between you and me.
I'm out of it.
Look at that.
So he knows it's going to be over 60 already.
So let's put my car in a brand trailer and see what it does.
Well, Todd's doing it, so why not do you too, right?
Yeah, I just had to do a cold start video.
If I could find the title for one of my cars, I probably would do that too, but I
Mustang.
seem to have lost everything.
Yeah, guys.
All right, so that was fun for about 6 seconds. That's how long some things last in our lives.
Speak for yourself.
So later in we're going to do a little bit of a game
One pump jump.
that Julie has created, and it's called what was it? Jeopardy. It's called Jeopardy. I wanted to put the L in there somehow, but we're going to call this Jeopardy.
Car quiz.
It is the American car quiz, made by, created by, performed by Jeopardy.
Byron.
That's right. All right. So I came across some news on the interweb the other day, as Richard Rawlings would say, the interweb, and I noticed that Gas Monkey was selling a car. They've got a a 67 Ford Galaxy 500, which is a pretty decent car. I mean, we talk about the late 60s were hot, and now the early 60s are kind of kicking in, and the less it becomes available, the more that class is going to come into. It runs and drives, but it's a heap.
Two-door.
Hardtop.
Ford Galaxy 500. Is that the rear one?
It's a square body.
Yeah, it's kind of square looking.
Yeah.
Well, it's got round in the quarters, ain't they, at the taillights?
No, I think it's all box, man. I think it's
Well,
really
sure.
Which one of the
Almost-
Galaxies are
64?
the rear one? Is
Oh,
it the
67.
500?
Yeah, that's
What do
just
you
like
mean
a Fairlane.
That's just like a Fairlane, right?
Yeah.
So what do you mean the rear one? What do you mean?
Rare, like rare.
Oh, rare, like a steak rare.
Yeah, like-
3900.
Okay. Yeah, so $39.95, and it's on the web, dude. It's
30, yeah,
I'm sure it's sold because this was a week ago. I was going to read it last week, but I didn't get to. But
that's probably about going.
It's a
price
Ford,
or
so
something.
I'm out.
yeah, no, I'm not. You're right, but in Texas, it couldn't have rested that much.
Yeah, no,
They get floods down there a lot.
They do.
yeah, but that car right there isn't the kind of car you're going to redo for original restoration.
No,
And
and
that's a car that you would, alter the chassis,
put a Coyote in, right?
Like a Tremec or some type of a.
That would be called Todd it.
Right. And tell me why. What is the difference between a Coyote 5.0 and the Illuminator? The Illuminator's a big block.
Horsepower.
What is the? I don't know
yeah,
the
it's a
Seat.
lot.
I don't know how big
It's
it
a
is.
much taller motor. The motor is bigger.
Is it a 90 degree then? It's like a 90.
I don't know.
Okay.
Honestly, if you look at it, the wedge of it,
Yeah.
seems to be much bigger than a Coyote. The intake ram and everything's much taller. It's almost kind of like a tune port type ram versus the Coyote way
Right.
down low profile.
Which is horrible for the car you're putting it in because taller isn't good for a 67 Mustang. There's not a lot of room. 69?
Yeah.
There's not a lot of room.
Height-wise.
Height-wise.
Right. So what we did is it had the like the shaker type. It was
A hood scoop. Yeah, right.
but it's a bolt-on type. So what we did is we actually cut it and extended it, that scoop. So and then cut the hood. So now the scoop goes on over the hood. It looks factory. It's just stretched.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Yeah. It's like, mwah.
Now, you didn't use a wheel to stretch it. You didn't thin the metal out or anything.
it's
You added, it's fiberglass.
Yeah. Well, no, actually, it's like like pot metal. So what we did is we just cut it. We glued
I will later.
the length,
Yeah.
the length that we needed it, and we glued paint sticks in it, and I I molded it and
Right.
did body work on it, and I'm pulling a mold. I made a mold out
Right.
of it, so I'm making my own. You know what I'm saying?
Can you reuse that mold?
Absolutely.
Wow.
He's gonna patent it.
It's going to be
I got
the
molds from when I made Byron's spoilers for the 2002s for the race cars and everything that Ron destroyed.
yeah. Speaking of Chattanooga Motor Car Festival, we will be talking about that a little bit later too.
Yeah.
We weren't really, but that's an inside joke because we'll just say Ron Smith. We're going to say his name on whatever. You can Google him. He's an older guy here in Vero.
Yeah, where's the spoiler?
And
Oh, back where I hit the hole?
yeah, dude.
He came and picked up.
He drove off the end of the road. When he drove into gravel.
Yeah, the road
Right.
went from asphalt to dirt.
Yeah.
And had a big old hole in the end of it.
Yeah. Don't call him names though. Okay.
He picked
Who?
up the Tahoe.
Ron?
today and
Yeah,
cut
we
the,
just said asphalt. It's Ron's fault, but he's not an ass.
Oh, I didn't even notice you said that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You said it. I didn't say it.
I'd swear to God, I heard Todd say it.
Yeah, he picked up the Tahoe. That was crazy. I was like, that's the first thing I thought of. I was like, I just gave him the keys to the Tahoe. I'm like, well, it's
What are you,
fully
crazy?
insured. Well, his not Willie, the other guy that he knows, did the headliner, and then he did there's a piece of trim that goes around.
You know
the,
somebody else?
Yeah, guy did a great job.
Yeah.
Did the headliner, did all the visors, and then there's a piece that goes around.
Tell him to hold his hand out somewhere other than the zipper there.
We got our own little fan club.
Yeah. Yeah. It's people are live here in the studio, House of Byron. We're having fun. So,
Yeah.
yeah.
That's why Kenny's off a little bit.
I'm not off a little bit. I had a laughing spell, but I'm okay.
joking with you. Don't take it serious, man.
Yeah. My papers are drying up. The ants are gone.
Yeah, man.
Everything else is good. I could use a foot massage for Kevin, but I'm not hoping for it. I mean, not holding my breath for it. So
You're hoping
he
for
says he loves me, but, he probably just says it to everybody that he comes across before he
it?
falls
I'd have to
asleep on his
chime
way
in
home.
on that one, bro.
When you fall asleep on the way home, do you, when you get from work, that's how boring work is, but when you leave here, you do not fall asleep on the way to your house, do you?
No.
Okay.
No, it's just super hot at work, and I'm there for 12 hours. So once I sit down, it's like,
Had enough. Dude.
Right.
I know the feeling.
Yeah.
I think we all do. I was in the attic all day today cleaning stuff. You want to talk about hot?
On the loft up top of your office, the main office in the main building?
Yeah.
Yeah.
All day.
So you got to haul a bunch of stuff. You've got to, I'm glad I didn't bring the 442 over to the garage. So you're going to be putting stuff in there. You're going to be putting stuff at the house.
I got no room for nothing. I couldn't buy a car if someone even gave me one.
Well,
No,
I've
that
got
sucks.
a 71 Monty coming, $3,500, runs and drives. It's not horrible.
Yeah.
It's been pieced together, but it's a starter kit, $3,500. Can't say no to that.
I'm gonna drop my black truck off somewhere.
Bring it on.
Here to the studio or to the shop?
Nope, to Todd's place.
Yeah, I know. Is that?
Just got to get that thing done, man.
Yeah, I know. But
Somebody's
you've got
gotta
a black truck in there that needs to be done too. The Cyclone.
Yeah. Got to get that motor together.
Yeah. What are you waiting on? You got the parts for it?
Oh, yeah. Yeah, I've got everything. Just got to get it done. I'm getting rid of one of them tomorrow.
He's like me. Everything but time.
Yeah.
Yeah, me too, dude.
Well,
I'm
you know,
buy
we,
time.
straight up.
we suffered there for a while. I had 2 guys out for almost 3 weeks with COVID.
Yeah. I wish I could say I had 2 guys. I can't even say out or nothing. I just don't even have
That
2
worked
guys.
for me.
Phil came in today. I'm sitting in front of the computer just doing paperwork, man. It's stupid. We got broken down U-Hauls now too. It's like,
People come into my shop, they'll be like,
yeah.
everybody comes to my shop, they're like,
Well, I got
where
2
is
nuts, so
everybody?
shut up. Okay, what?
Everybody comes to my shop, they're like, where is everybody? I'm like, gone with the wind, buddy.
Well, that owner friend of yours, that co-guy, he's like Houdini. He just jumps in there and disappears, and you can't even see. Like, you swear to God, you saw his truck pull in, he was there, and everything is good, and then you turn around and next oil change, he's gone for the day.
Yeah, we got up to, I think we were up to 11 people at one time or 10 people at one time,
Yeah.
and we got
In my shop, I had 8 people one time, and I am 100% alone, except on Fridays I have 2 guys. At the current
Wow, man.
facility that you have right now, what's the highest number of employees you had at this shop you're at now?
12.
What? Yeah.
But you know what? I think everybody's going through that issue right
Yeah.
now. Everybody's looking for people. Everybody has less than what they had. And
Yes. You guys are in Vero, so you're really lucky. And I say this because I'm considered rural. I call Cold Air Distributors, which is now the Parts House. And they would say, listen, we can't deliver to you after 3 p.m. because our driver won't make it back in time to get off the clock at 5. I'm like, I'm not that far away. I try to hire people, and they say, oh, man, you're in Grant. I'm like, where are you? I'm in Palm Bay. Dude, that's like 11 minutes. I tell you what, guys, I want you to work for me. I need help. Come in at 7, get off at 4. You'll beat all the traffic each way. Oh, man. That's a drive, dude.
You won't believe the amount of phone calls I got. You want to talk about crazy?
About what?
Hey, where's all your employees going? What are you doing? Hey, what's Paul doing? What's this guy doing? What's Maggie doing? Hey, where's this guy going?
Oh, because I called and I said I would give Paul a job in a second.
Oh, he's got a line.
Yeah, I know.
What boss gives their employees a bunch of jobs? Because he looked at me, he says, really? I said, well, this guy wants to talk to you. This guy wants to talk to you. This guy wants to talk to you. I told Maggie, I was like, this guy wants to talk to you. This company wants to talk to you. And they're all just like looking away. I said, I know the other guy wouldn't do that.
And there's still, questions of dissension and whatever else. So, look, we're going to do this one more time. We're going to take a quick break. We're going to jump right back because Phil's going to make it look like we jump right back. So we're going to actually go pee and do whatever else we're going to do.
Good at that
and then,
kind of stuff.
we'll talk actually about some car stuff and everything else. But it's been good to film with Steve. I've missed him. I only see him Saturdays for breakfast now, which is out at the Curve on 27th and Aviation Boulevard. We're going to talk more about that because we have a live show coming up there September 10th. So stay tuned. We'll be right back.
We'll be back.
Hey, welcome back, everybody. See, that didn't take too long. I promise you it wouldn't, and I'm telling you it didn't take too long. I'm Kenny Schofield, and with me is Steve Charbonneau and Todd Byron, and this is the American Car Classics radio program. Listen, I want to tell you, 321-584-1048. That's our hotline. Call it up, blow it up. Listen to me talk about what you can leave on the phone, like text messages if you want to, tech talk stuff, and just tell us the story about your car, your life, your wife, whatever you want to talk about, man. You work in a shop, you got stupid things that happen, let us know. We'll try and respond to that and talk about that. American Car Classics at yahoo.com. And we're on every podcast, Spotify. Phil is getting us out there. We're doing TikTok, Instagram, Facebook. We're going to be start doing Facebook Live here within the next 2 weeks, and we're doing YouTube channels. So right now, you can saturate the YouTube. Look, we get more fan base and everything else when you all like something, when you comment on something, when you share something. That really means a lot to us. That lets us know that you didn't just flip through by chance and know 2 seconds was funny and then you're on to the next show. But go ahead and do like us and
subscribe.
And subscribe. Is that, Phil, do they subscribe? Or do they like and contact and subscribe, follow, share?
Do it all. When you go in all the way.
Even for fun, you can make fun of Kenny in the comment section.
That's right.
Yeah, I don't care what you say, so you can say anything you want to about me. We have a biggest fan. I don't know if you all know this. I carry it with me every week, and I'll dig it out later. But we have a biggest fan because I made this video that went pretty viral, 60-some thousand views and whatever. And this guy made a comment that I didn't appreciate. And when I went to go back to reiterate with him, I was blocked.
Really?
Yeah, so what a chicken shit. He's up in Vermont or something, where he's all alone and no
That's the
girlfriend or
keyboard warrior. That's all.
Yeah, he said he had a sheep too.
Did he?
Yeah, different reasons. So we've made him as our biggest fan, and we'll announce his name later and see if anybody wants to blow his Facebook pages up and have fun with that because, things can go viral. So with us on the show right now, we're going to jump into another new little segment. We keep coming with all these new little ideas. We brainstorm on our phones during the day and stuff. And with us is Julie Byron. Everybody give it up for Julie Byron. All right,
golf clap.
This is Todd's wife, and she does a lot more than anybody else will hear will know because she's awesome setting stuff up and working hard. And she's created this new American car quiz. This is going to be a game. So hi.
Hi.
Okay, so we're gonna Steve wants to know rules because Todd and I got a little bit of pre-show lingo, but you what?
I don't have any.
Yes, you do.
So here's the rules.
All right.
We'll decide who's going to pick first, but you can pick a category for 5 points, 10 points, or there's 2 with 20 points and a bonus question. And then
does both 20 points have a bonus question?
That's what I was going to ask.
They both have a bonus.
Okay.
Yeah.
Is there one question in that 20 per 20?
Yeah, there's one question in there, and there's one question in there.
Okay.
And they each have a bonus question.
And then there's one.
But I
in
didn't
there, one
assign
in there.
points for the bonus. You can
I
make
don't
them
know
up.
nothing about this,
Ooh,
so y'all know.
So let's.
I mean,
first,
I know she was making some. But
You got to tell us how many points the bonus is worth first, because you got to be able to catch up with somebody here.
I don't know. So let's.
20 points.
Yeah, 20 and 20.
Ooh,
20.
stacking.
Go for it.
Yeah.
All right.
So
I'm going to write this down.
Me too.
You have to buzz in with your name.
Oh.
That's how you answer the question.
So you have to say, I have to say Kenny before and then you'll pay attention to me.
That's right.
Okay.
And then if you're right, you get the point. If you're wrong, you're going to lose that many points.
Oh, you lose them too. So shouting out stupidly is
All right.
bad.
And
Don't be stupid.
and I'm not
Double
keeping track of your
whammy.
points because I'm running the game. So who wants to keep track of points?
I am American
okay.
Car Quiz. You know it's going to go
So,
wrong if I do.
you
Phil,
don't
will
even
you
have any
back me up?
paper.
Yeah.
I got my hand.
Oh, well, you're just gonna
I have a piece of paper that he can.
So
Kenny said he's going to do it. He's got
and I don't know.
pen and
You guys can either decide who's going to make the first choice, or you could do like rock, paper, scissors, or something.
Yeah, let's do rock, paper, scissors. We talked about that, and I thought that was fun. There's 3 of us, and there's 3 ways to lose on rock, paper, scissors. So let's go ahead and see if we can make that seem funny. So,
You
guys,
can pick
get your
any one that you want. You don't have to go in order.
get your fists out. So we do it 3 times, right? So ready? 1, 2, 3. Oh, Steve and I have scissors. You're out already because he got.
That's all right.
Okay, let's go. Let's go.
That
ahead-
wasn't even one
Let's
of the
go again.
choices.
We're gonna do it again now. So you know it's scissors,
Right. Rock,
paper, and a rock.
Okay.
That's why the game is called.
Rock, paper, scissors.
I've never played it before, so this is a little bit
All
hard.
right, let's go ahead and do this. Ready?
All right.
1, 2, 3. Oh, I did paper, so I smother both of you.
All right. So
All right.
you pick a category.
Okay.
We just go
So-
this way.
Yeah. So
Well, and then after that, whoever answers the question will pick
Oh,
the
I
next
got you.
category.
all right. So we're gonna pick 5 right now.
Okay.
5. Glasses.
I'm reading it.
Oh.
You don't have to read it.
Listen, she's got bold letters too,
I
so I can see
stink
it
when
over
I
here.
can't
Yeah,
read
but the
something.
answer's in pencil. On the
Okay.
So you can't read
All
the
right.
answer. All right. What color is the 1953 Corvette available?
Todd.
Todd,
White.
you have to be more specific.
White and red.
No.
What do you mean, like more specific?
There's a name of white.
Kenny, brilliant white.
He's not done yet.
Well, he gave us choice.
Oh, I'm thinking.
He's a freaking painter. He's
Polo,
gonna. This,
polar or polar?
Polo
White?
white.
Sorry, dude. See, that's
Biased.
the benefit of painting
Biased.
cars for
We were
39
ripped.
years.
Todd wins.
And I don't go
ripped.
by names. I go by numbers.
All right, Todd, you get to pick the next category.
I know you do. That was a throw off because you go by that's
I'm going for
P5.
Augusto. We're going to do one of them 20s.
All right, we'll do this one.
So 5 is Todd is up 5 points.
Yeah, Todd's up 5 points.
Dude,
All right.
that's not normal. 'Cause-
You're going right for the 20?
Yep.
See, I
up to
know
the
I have to
20.
do good in front of my wife because I'm going to look like a fool.
Dude, she's seen you at your worst.
All right.
So.
So here we go.
All right.
What
Let's go
automaker
there.
was first to use a replaceable cartridge oil filter?
Kenny, Buick.
No.
Steve. Chevrolet.
No.
So
Oh, hey.
minus
What'd you
5.
say? What'd you say?
He said Buick.
Buick.
I said Chevy.
They're both minus 20.
Oh, they're minus 20. I was still on 5. That sucks.
Oh, God.
Shut
So
up, Kevin.
if I
I
try
was
to
doing
answer
better.
this and I'm wrong, you're
Yeah.
going to be out.
You
Well, I
got
can
to.
just tell you-
Oh, I
You
have
said
to?
it was going this way.
Oh, I have to?
We've already sucked. We're waiting for you to
Well, I'm
suck so we
5
can start.
points ahead, bro.
Not for long.
If you answer it wrong, you're still
Well,
going to be
I
5
thought,
points ahead.
he at least got the body question right. You guys are mechanics, and you missed that one.
I wasn't born then.
Dude, I'm right.
No,
The
you weren't.
first oil cartridge, was I born in 66?
No, it was before that.
All right, well, then excuse
I was
we're
going to
out.
say that 30 Cadillac I worked on had the oil filter
Yeah, they
cartridge.
did.
Wow.
Yeah, so it'd be before that.
It was
Can we
way,
have hints?
It was way before
was it an
you-
American manufacturer?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. America.
Oh,
I'm
ooh, don't you get smart with
I don't
me,
know if I want to
man.
answer that one.
Okay, so we're just going to.
He's got to try because you
have
can't.
to?
No, yeah, you got to give something. We both suck, so now you got to suck too.
You'll still be 5 points ahead.
Yeah, you would still
Well-
be 5
Oh,
points ahead.
because we've already
Oh.
done 20. Oh, man.
I could do math, unlike some people.
Dodge.
It was closer than that, but it's Chrysler.
Oh, what the Chrysler
I'm gonna
Dodge?
give it to him.
you
I'm gonna give it to him because Dodge Chrysler.
Yeah, it's
it's
Okay,
all one.
so
Yeah.
as a bonus, what year?
Wow. So now he's
Oh,
up
Jesus.
25.
What
You-
year
you
did you say
picked
that
this
Cadillac you were
question.
talking about?
1930, I think it was.
I'm gonna
It
say.
was before that.
Well, that you
Well, it would be before that.
See, Todd's such a lovable
I-
guy. I'm dropping hints.
I
right
know
from
it's
the
You're
before.
good,
That's
man.
why
You're
I had
good.
what you said. So
You're good.
Well, you already got the 20, so
I'm gonna say
Let's go for the first year they were out.
28,
Yeah, 28, 29.
1928.
no, it was 1924.
Shit.
All right.
We were
so Steve, you can pick the next
Is it good?
category because
Oh,
Kenny
all right, sorry.
picked
Yeah,
and Todd
yeah.
picked.
So now it's Steve's pick.
Steve,
I'm gonna go for the other.
Did
20.
I lose?
no, you got 20 points.
I did. All right.
Yeah.
And the
So
bonus
you're up
was
25.
was a bonus.
Dude,
But you
Y'all
didn't get the
see.
bonus
you didn't
though.
get the bonus, but you didn't lose. For
This is the
that.
first time I've ever done good on one of these things because I don't know.
Yeah.
And I don't know what the hell she's doing. So I don't
I
know
did it
anymore.
all
Listen.
day while he was at work. I was home.
When I know, no, because when I came
See?
home, he was here, and
I
you guys.
performed good
so
in
you
front
don't
of my
know that-
wife. Done.
All right, so Steve, I've got
in
this
front
question
of,
here.
not on top of, but okay.
He's got that big
Third.
roller stick somewhere.
What?
Steve.
This is with the bonus question. What city installed the first 3-color traffic light?
Oh, I already know this one.
It's what city or what state?
What city? And then the bonus is what year?
Just go ahead and minus me 20.
Kenny.
Well, you can guess.
I'll go New York.
I was going to say New York.
No, you're both wrong.
No.
I said New York.
I
But
know.
I said I was going to say, but I
No.
didn't say. I was just reiterating what you said. So I haven't gone yet.
Oh, smack him off
I'm
the
not.
chair.
I'm not answering it because I'm already way ahead. But I can tell you what it is.
So Steve is
I don't-
minus 20.
I don't know what year it was, but I know what city it was.
I don't know. Boston?
Motor City.
Motors Detroit?
Detroit.
Okay, wow. How about that, man?
That was my second
Was
year.
it
So
right?
Todd
Yeah.
is plus
What
20.
year?
Oh God,
And I'm minus
I
20.
have no idea.
Okay.
When did cars start driving? I'm not bad. Was
1903?
1903.
Yeah.
I was going
Yeah.
1932.
Oh, no.
32? No, probably 1919 or something.
1919.
Are you serious? Yeah, dude.
All right, well, we'd like to thank Julie for this game.
Thanks, babe.
Steve and I are equally down 40 points, and Todd is up 65. Yeah.
Dude, and it's normally the opposite.
I think there's a little
All right.
favoritism
No.
over here.
Dude,
you know?
I'm serious. I just knew the
Definitely,
one thing.
definitely something
All right,
happened.
so
but
there's still some 5.
We don't
and
care.
10s. All right, so you're going to choose again, Todd.
5.
'cause you got 5.
Yeah.
God.
There's no
I
way for them
know
to even
none of this
catch up.
stuff, dude.
Yes.
All right.
Just,
Here we go.
just go ahead and put me down
What
another
year-
negative
I
5.
know, Todd, number 4.
What year did Cadillac introduce the first electric sunroof?
Kenny, 1959.
No.
You didn't one of you guys talk about that once before on the show?
No, we just did the chord with their patenting the headlights, the highway headlights and stuff. But
It was a really good year.
because
Oh,
you were
I know
born,
what year it is.
What?
because you were born,
Mm-hmm.
you were born then. Well, that's a clue.
Oh, I
that you
can't
can give
answer
your
that.
No, you
You
can't
just gave
answer
it
it.
away.
Come on, Steve, take a guess.
You're going to say her age, and if you fuck up,
Oh,
you're
yeah,
wrong.
hell no. I
If
thought,
you
like,
say you're wrong, sorry
mi-
about that,
minus
F-bomb. But
5.
if you say it wrong, you're going to be in trouble, buddy, because she knows she's 39. So don't ever mess that up.
Just
Yeah.
slap me right off the chair.
That's real.
I'm telling you, man.
Yeah,
Ain't no way.
yeah.
That's
She was born in. Yeah, dude. She's. Yeah.
Oh, 1969.
Yes.
He
You
said
gotta
it's
dig
her,
my boy out the hole, man.
he said her age, and I'm like, there's.
No, it's a year, man.
Yeah.
I'm like, I'm
All
gonna
right.
get whacked off the chair and get thrown off the
All right,
property.
well, all we have
Steve
left
is
are-
plus.
are
Is plus.
tens.
How many was that? 10. How many
That
was
was a
that?
5-point
That was a
question.
5. Steve is plus 5, which makes me the biggest loser so far. You're welcome.
Hey, man, you gotta be a loser sometimes.
I'm a loser freaking every time.
I'm a wiener today. I'm kind of happy, dude, because
All right,
I
this
never
is
do
a
this.
10-point question.
Yeah, and your wife's gonna watch you. Okay, go ahead.
Yeah.
George and Pierce Company of Buffalo made the Pierce Arrow. What else did they make?
Just
What's it?
to be funny, I'm gonna say the Pierce bow. Bow and arrow.
Oh.
All right, cool.
Like, what do you mean?
I'm just going to put negative 20 on Kenny's before I even open my mouth.
Was it like cars? Another car?
No, they made other.
What is a Pierce
They
Arrow?
manufactured things. You're probably nobody's going to get it.
Like a fireplace or something. I mean, you're talking about this. So they didn't do the leg lamp because that didn't come out till Ralphie's
If they
74
did an
or something.
arrow, I'd probably have to say it's something to do with hunting.
No, Pierce Arrow. It's a car.
Yeah, I would say something like it was
well.
along the line of a wagon wheel or minus
me.
20. Okay. We're voluntarily making sure that we
No.
keep count.
Okay. Yeah, nobody's ever going to get it.
Yeah, so it's not-
ice boxes and cages for birds and squirrels.
Now, why does this bird need an ice box?
Cages.
Well, they have to keep their nuts cool.
Birds don't have nuts. Squirrels do.
Squirrels do.
I'm not touching that 10-foot pole.
Oh my God.
All right. Well, that
I got-
was what we got. One more.
Do you want one more?
Oh,
we gonna run out of time?
Listen, I'm down almost 100 points.
How much
The
time
next
we got?
game, we're gonna have to clear the slate every single
Oh,
time
my
because
gosh.
these are massively horrible.
Yeah, we can go. I mean, that's good.
Is
All
that
right.
good?
I'm the wiener.
Read the last question, because
I
I'm
have
curious
one more.
now.
All right. What car was first fitted with an alternator rather than direct current dynamo?
Which would have been a generator.
Dynamo.
Just for what? 58 fire T-Bird, Thunderbird? No, maybe
No.
an international something.
I'll take my minus now.
Ford.
No.
Cadillac.
No. 1960 Plymouth Valiant.
Okay,
Yeah.
Donnie.
I lost
Donnie
points.
should be on the show if you're going to do all these Chrysler questions. You know, Donnie. What's his face?
I don't think we'll get you two together.
Right. No.
Okay.
I did invite out to.
So that's the end.
All right. Well, thank you, Julie, for the golf clap. Everybody, golf clap for Julie Byron for the new show, the American Car Quiz. That was very cool.
Yeah.
Phil said that we could call it Juperty. I like that too. So,
We'll have to do this more often.
yeah, we'll go on a quick break. We'll come right back. We hope you enjoyed that because she worked really hard to make you guys laugh once.
Yeah,
So,
I won.
yeah. you're the wiener. So, all right, be right back. All right, welcome back, everybody. We hope that you've enjoyed this power hour of fun here at the American Car Classics radio program. I'm Kenny Schofield. With me is Todd Byron and Steve Charbonneau. I threw it up to make sure that if you're watching, you're actually paying attention because last time I said Steve first, then Todd. Now I've jumped to Todd, then Steve. I'm going to keep it going like that so you can try to figure out who's actually who and what. Hi, Todd.
What's up, Mike?
Hi, Steve.
Come on.
All right, so we're going to get into the interview that we had with the Brevard Zoo here in a little while. We're going
How's
to try
it
and
going, Kevin?
get through a little bit of news and stuff first. We got a couple car shows to mention here that we're going to be doing some stuff on. So about the car shows, this is the Burgers and Burnouts. This is in Melbourne on US 1. This is going to be Saturday, August 27th, 5 p.m. to 8 p.m. It's a truck show. 14 different classes. They're going to have a lot of different trucks, lifted, lowered, classic, current, lit up, stereos, and then at 8:30 after the awards are done, they're going to do a burnout contest. So you could probably go out there and win $50 if you blow up a $600 set of tires. All right, so
That's one.
yeah, September 10th. This is one that the American Car Classics has their hand in. There's going to be a grand opening at what was Larry's Roadside Restaurant. It is now Nettie's Roadside Restaurant, as Todd calls it because he's from Vero. It's on the curve, 27th Avenue Southeast and Aviation Boulevard. Right. So this is going to be Saturday, September 10th. And what we're doing is Nettie is announcing a grand opening that she has bought this place and changed it up a little bit. And we have offered to go out there as the American Car Classics. We're going to have a booth and be set up. And we're going to help with some door prizes. And there's going to be some car awards. But we're going to go ahead and just have some fun. We're going to try and do some live taping for the podcast on the next further week after that. And we just hope everybody has a little bit of fun. So this is Saturday, September 10th from 8 to noon. That's a good, quick little time, 4 hours. It's not too long, not too hot in the afternoon, all that. 2555 27th Avenue Southeast in Vero Beach. If you want to give us a call, shoot us a text on our hotline, 772-584-1048. You know, I think earlier I said 321 area code. That's where my shop is. But the phone number is 772-584-1048. And It's $15 for this, and a lot of that goes towards the restaurant, and then the rest goes to us. And we're going to try and get a little bit better equipment and another host so that you can enjoy them more and not laugh at just me. And we're going to have maybe a little bit of swag out there if we can get the production done on that stuff. And it should just be a fun afternoon. We've been in Vero for so long, and then we've been out of Vero for the last couple months. I think it's a great way for us to get the word out that we're back and doing some things locally, and to people that see us at car shows and go, hey man, what happened? Then we can talk to them and explain where we are, and now we're doing this, and they can catch back on the bandwagon and jump on board and get an autograph, and maybe you get to sign a kid's forehead or something. That'd be awesome, right?
Yeah.
All right. So Saturday, September 10th, 8 to noon, 555 27th Avenue Southeast. That's going to be Nettie's Roadside Restaurant, formerly known as Larry's Roadside Restaurant on the Curve. Please come out and join us for that. It should be fun. We'll hope that the weather is good because that's the only thing we're banking on. The other one that we're going to have our hand in is the Chattanooga Motor Car Festival. This is in, of course, Chattanooga, Tennessee. This is October 13th through the 16th. 14th through the 16th. Yeah. Meekum Auction is going to be involved there. This is the second year in a row doing that. They're going to be doing a split show, also one in Chicago at the same time, which is the first time Meekum's ever tried to do this. And I think we'll ask John Kramer to come on after that and do a little talk about how it went, because the fact that they're so used to working together, and then this company that's huge is going to split their crew in half and try to do two simultaneous auctions. One's going to be televised in Chicago. The one in Chattanooga is going to be live streamed. Yeah. So the Motor Car Festival is set up, and this is their third annual. We've gone to all three, the three of us. We hope that Steve will be able to make it and get back out there with us, but we know that Todd and Julie are planning on going, and I'm planning on going, and I think Tiana will come with us, but I'm not 100% sure yet. She came last year, and we had a lot of fun with that. We know that Ron's going to be out there, and last year he was walking down Main Street with his shirt off.
Yeah, we don't want to talk about that.
Okay, then we won't.
That's disgusting.
I kind of thought we wanted to talk about it because it was funny to me.
Well, it was funny, but it was disgusting at the same time.
So Saturday, when we get back from that, Saturday, October 7th, October 22nd, from 11 to 1 at the Solaris Senior Living Facility. This is located, so he's going to help me out here, read the address.
Yep, that's right where it's at.
Yeah, you're not going to tell me. 3855 Indian River Boulevard in Vero Beach. 3855 Indian River Boulevard. That's Saturday, October 22nd from 11 to 1. First, we're going to ask everybody to show up at Nettie's Restaurant around 8 o'clock. We're going to eat together, and then we're going to take a cruise in a big bunch all the way out to the senior living facility. And they're going to do some taco trucks and a little bit of competition, and it's $10 to all the antique car classic car guys, but that's a small price. You get a coupon for 8 tacos and a drink, a beer, I think it is, or something. They're going to have some other alcohols out there and stuff, so people drinking and eating tacos until 1 o'clock. Again, the American Car Classics radio program is going to be doing this in conjunction with them. We're going to be kind of emceeing it, and we're going to be doing our thing and whatever, and getting some footage. We're going to be doing What's Her Name, which is a little segment we do when we're live. We go around and we talk to people about what their cars' names are and what they are, and just try to involve you all a little bit in that. So these are the 3 things that we have upcoming for us, the American Car Classics. It's going to be pretty cool. So the one next Saturday, I'm not going to be to. I'm going to be in Daytona, but it should be fun otherwise. That's at the Burger Inn. So what are you guys' plans this weekend? Anything? Here, donkey.
Itzy.
Donkey.
Yeah.
You have plans this weekend?
Working.
Yeah, working.
I got stuff to do around the farm, bro.
Okay.
Get the shots done.
I got a lot of stuff to move.
All right. Well, then let me jump into this.
Having breakfast at Nettie's.
A couple weeks ago, Tiana and I went out to the Brevard County Zoo. We were following a story that was from July 9th, which was when Meekum Auction went to the Osceola Community Center, for lack of a better word, because I don't remember what it was called, convention center, whatever. Yeah. So it was in Orlando, and it was a great auction. This was their second year doing it as things had changed in COVID, and they usually just come here in Kissimmee in the wintertime, but they did the summer show where it's air conditioned and it was still good. So they auctioned off this 1968 Chevelle that had an L89 engine package, which I think was a 375 horse, 350 small block car. It turns out that the donor bought this at the Ponta Gorda auction, which was not televised or anything, but it happened right after Meekum and Kissimmee last year. They went right out and did this little closing of a museum in Punta Gorda, and he
Yeah.
bought this car there. He really thought that it was going to bring a lot more, and it should have, but it didn't. It brought $76,000. And this is a 68, not a 70, which 70s are through the roof, but 68
Right.
still is a very clean car. T and I went out, we filmed it, we saw it. We became intrigued with the story, so we went to the zoo afterwards. We talked to them and said, we want to meet the donors. Matthew and Laura Nicoletti, I wanted to get that right for them. They donated this car, and when we met them, they simply said that they have such a great love for the animals and the wildlife and the sanctuaries. The Brevard County Zoo has announced that they're doing a $100 million additional growth project out by the Cape Canaveral in North Brevard County, and they're building an aquarium. So this is a huge deal for the East Coast here, and it's going to be great. And so they're halfway there money-wise. So these people donated this car. So Tina and I did this great little interview with them. It's about 8.5 minutes long. So maybe pause and go to the bathroom, get yourself a fresh drink, come back and watch this interview. I think you'll love it. So we'll shoot right to that. Hey, everybody, good morning. I'm Kenny Schofield from the American Car Classics radio program, and with me today is Matthew Nicoletti. We're here at the Brevard County Zoo today, and it's a beautiful day. The scenery behind us are the giraffes, and I'm not sure what other kind of antelope or deer-type animals running around, but it's a beautiful setting, and we just wanted to bring Matthew and his wife Laura out here, who's off camera, because we went to Meekum Auctions back in July in Orlando, and we saw a story on a car that I don't think got a lot of spotlight. So we brought Matthew in to try to help us learn a little bit more about this. This was a 1968 Chevelle that had a package called the L89 that was rare enough that they said that there were 7 maybe known made, and that maybe this was the only one left in around.
That's correct. Yeah.
To keep that. So Matthew and his wife Laura, they're the ones that donated this car to go to Meekum to be sold for charity to benefit the Brevard County Zoo as they're getting into some new expansion. So Matthew, welcome to the show.
Thank you.
Thank you for coming out today. Tell us a little bit about, before we get to the car,
Sure.
why the Brevard Zoo?
We love animals, and we love this community, and really what this incorporates to the community is amazing, and what they've done here is amazing. And animals can't defend themselves, so it's really nice what they do to really help out, and we're real geeks when it comes to aquariums. So they have a new project that's coming up for an aquarium at the port, and we're really excited about it because we figure not only for the community but for the economy here.
Yes.
Anywhere you go, you hear about an aquarium in Atlanta or wherever you are, and everybody talks about that, and then it becomes a destination.
Yeah.
And so we want Melbourne really more on the map than it is, because we think it's a hidden gem, and we think the Brevard Zoo really does a great job of bringing people here and for a good cause.
Yeah, I agree with you 100%. We just took a trip over to Tampa to go to the aquarium over there.
Right.
So that would certainly be a great addition to this area. We know that there's a lot of growth going on out west of the interstate and south of Brevard County. And to know that they're bringing out more to the port, they're bringing out bigger ships all the time and everything. So the growth is exponential. It's going to happen. But to learn about their plan, and we'll follow up on more of that, it is a big plan. Separate, this is going to be out by the port, as we mentioned, and they're in the development phase right now.
Absolutely.
But certainly a donation like yours is going to help them get there sooner than later, and that's awesome to learn. The car you donated was a 1968 Chevy Chevelle.
Yeah, absolutely. L89, like you said. So, and you were correct. It was one of 7, last known in existence. We actually purchased it from the museum in Punta Gorda.
Okay.
So we did it in an auction there.
Well, that was held by Meekum as well, and that was last year,
Absolutely.
right after January, I believe. So you didn't own it too long.
No. And I actually purchased it with Laura's father, who's way more into cars than I am, which is unbelievable because I love cars.
Okay.
And, it's just a really rare, special car, and we wanted to do something different for the zoo to get attention to the zoo and their project and what they're doing. So we're in a blessed position that we were able to donate it, and we figured why not. So.
That is terrific. That is terrific. What does your collection entail?
Well, I have a lot of new and old. So right now, my wife really loves the old Bentleys and Rolls Royces. So we have a 1961 Silver Cloud. We have a 1953 Bentley R-Type. We have another 1968 Chevelle, but we also have newer cars, which is like the Lamborghini FDJs. We have the Urus. We have the new Spectra on order for Rolls Royce.
Wow.
So we kind of go all over the place with cars, but I'm trying to get on board with the electric, but I still love internal combustion engines. And I love gas, and I love the way they sound and feel, and the art that goes behind it, and everything. You know.
Technology is incredible, and the resto mods. We were talking a little bit off camera before we started this, and the resto mods have changed the value of these cars. But the new money that has come into it, and the love of the old cars, and whether you get into is your Rolls Royce the 61, is it a right-hand steer?
Yeah, it is.
Yeah. So we had a 70 Silver Cloud at the shop that was a right-hand steer as well. Parts. What a pain in the butt. But the classic cars, they're still around. They're still getting the parts, the American mades.
Right.
And the following it's getting, it's bigger and bigger. And as we get through local communities, the people that are putting on these car shows, they're getting more diverse as well. We mentioned that we're doing something for the Solaris Senior Living Facility in October, and they're wanting to do a car show. And the awards, they want to be given out by the residences. So we just love that feel that is happening with that. Well, I don't know how much more, but I just want to say thank you for doing this and having the donation to it. We saw the car at Meekum. We followed it through the auction. It did bring, I believe the total was $76,000.
Right.
So
which I'll say we're a little disappointed in that just because of how rare the car was, but I think it was because it was lined up with other Chevelles. And as you know, sometimes in those auctions, you don't have everybody that's super experienced in what the car is. So Laura and I actually decided, we haven't shared this with the zoo, we're going to give it one more stab, and we're actually going to donate that 61 Rolls Royce to the zoo as well, and we're going to try it again, and hopefully we get more attention to this one.
That is incredible.
A higher number.
We would be honored to try to help you with that car if you've got some issues with it. And we'd love to be able to try to follow that one through as well and bring the attention to the zoo. Some people off camera, Matthew, I think you've just made their day because I see tears. This is awesome. So congratulations to you guys. That is awesome. Laura, your dad, I mean, that is spectacular. But you all just thinking about them and trying to keep it local and do, because you said that you're from out of state.
Yes.
Originally. So how long have you been here? You went to UCF.
Well, we started at UCF, and then, like I said, I went to Charlotte for about 6-7 years, and then moved back when we rekindled our romance and got married, and I started a family. So since then, it's been about 6 years being back in Florida. But the one thing we both share is before my father passed, when I was growing up, really big into cars. We just didn't have the budget for cars.
Right.
And so he had his 1976 Oldsmobile that he absolutely loved and hand washed it all the time, blue interior, and just was obsessed with the car. And I know that's where I got my love for it. And then as he got a little bit older, he really wanted to take care of the family. So he had to sell the car, help us out. And I didn't grow up poor by any means. I grew up with a great life, but I didn't grow up with the means of being able to donate or buy anything you want. It's just I always had food on the table, and I'm thankful for my dad. So I kind of do it in memory of him too, because I know it's something he wanted to do. But it's amazing too because I've obviously become very close to my father-in-law, who's a diehard with it as well. So it's something we can connect on.
And Chevy guys to the point.
Oh, absolutely.
Right.
Yeah,
what was your first car?
My first car was actually a GMC Jimmy, but it was.
I love it. An 86 model, an 88 model, a square body.
Yep, square body.
2.5 liter maybe. Okay, right.
It's the same thing. Hand waxed it all the time myself, and you just learn how to take care of it, and you fall in such love with it. And the funny thing about that car is when I sold it through a dealership as a trade-in, and the buyer searched for me, called me and said, "What's the real story about this car? Why is it so clean? Why is it so perfect? What's wrong? What am I not seeing?"
Wow.
And I go, "No, it's just a pure love for cars."
Wow.
And so, we still try to do that, but I will be honest, I've gotten a little lazier, and I do have people sometimes clean the vehicles, but there is something about cleaning your own car and feeling the lines and just having that intimate relationship with the car.
Well, you know about graphene. Yeah, so we've got a friend, Upscale Detail, Brandon Hernwall, who is up in Vero, or down in Vero. Maybe you get a hold of him. Yep. He is the graphene master, and he spent a lot of money making a product that is just stupendous, above the name brands that you can find in the stores. So that's another one great. So again, Laura and Matthew, thank you very much for doing this for the zoo and for everything else. We're going to follow up on that 61 rolls and see how it goes. And to the Brevard Zoo, congratulations on everything for you all as well. So thank you very much.
All right.